Update tonight on what some call the culture wars raging at many school boards across Southern California. It appears two members of the Orange Unified School District who pushed a conservative and controversial agenda are losing their jobs.
And in fact, with almost all the votes counted, it appears that they have been recalled. The first time any board members have been booted in Southern California for pushing policies many feel harm LGBTQ students.
KCAL News political reporter Tom Wade joins us now with more on what this could mean for the future of school board elections. Tom.
And Pat, we've reported extensively on these stories, right? School board meetings descending into chaos here in Southern California and across the state. This was a stunning rebuke from the voters of conservative politics playing out in school board meetings. The co-chair of the recall campaign says she hopes the board meetings and the district can finally return to normal.
It has been an honor to serve this community, and I will continue to do so as I was prior to this election.
Conservative Orange Unified School Board trustee Madison Miner making what's likely her last appearance as a board member. Miner and her fellow conservative board trustee Rick Ledesma both faced a recall vote in this month's election. Both conceded defeat at this week's board meeting.
I just wanted to say a smooth transition to power is a part of democracy. And while those efforts have been hindered over the last year, I, as a board trustee, will not contribute to that destruction.
I want to thank the OUSD voting community, generation upon generation, that voted for me. Over 25 years I've been on this board, and I want to thank them from the bottom of my heart.
Ledesma and Miner's apparent ouster at the hands of voters comes after months of chaos. Parents from inside the district and many activists from outside of it clashing over what conservatives have dubbed parental rights. Scenes like this have been playing out across Southern California and the state over similar, if not identical, issues. In Orange, conservative board members approved a policy requiring school staff to report to parents if their student wants to change their pronoun. The board also voted to ban the pride flag and temporarily suspend their digital library over alleged age-inappropriate books. Trustees also fired the superintendent.
As a parent, it's been really difficult.
Darshan Small-Lawton is the co-chair of the recall campaign and a mother of a student in the district. She hopes the results of the recall sends a message.
Voters want school boards that are looking out for their best interests and not doing anything that is a personal agenda or personal benefit. And I think that both of those things were in play with our recall, and having the voters support us really validated what we were feeling as parents.
Miner and Ledesma still had more than 2 years in office. New members can be appointed now, but voters will decide in November's general election who gets to finish the terms. Orange's ousted board members kept their goodbyes brief, followed by applause.
I want to thank the OUSD community, the voters, and I want to say God bless Orange Unified School District. Thank you.
Thank you for having me, and that's it.
It's not just Orange where this is playing out. Teachers and parents in Temecula got enough signatures to launch a recall election in June against that district's board president, Joseph Komrosky, over similar, if not identical, issues. And Pat, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out there.
No question. And it's not just even in Orange County, but we have seen financial backing for a lot of the conservative members from some pretty well-heeled groups, parental rights groups. Pastors and churches, and we've seen this really played out across the state of California.
Yeah, and Chino was another big epicenter of this too. Temecula, as you mentioned, and in Northern California. I mean, you hosted a special on this. It's going on all over the state. So will this be the first domino to fall? We'll see. We'll see how voters react in different districts. I interviewed a pastor in Temecula who called that the Bible Belt of Riverside County, I think is how he labeled it. So maybe voters there will move a different direction than Orange, but we just don't know.
How will they replace the board members?
So the one is in Orange. They will the school board, or the trustees, they call them there, school board members, trustees, same thing. They can vote to appoint two new members, but they will face the voters in November. Okay. They'll be in the general election. Exactly. And then there's 2 years left on the term of these two folks who were recalled, or apparently recalled. So it won't be a full term, it's just 2 years, and then they have to run for re-election again.
All right. Well, lots to unpack, but
definitely.
you're the one to do it for us. Thank you, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.